Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Clan. Today we'll be talking about how Hedera could be the network of choice for development surrounding DLT in years to come. I recently came across a brilliant thread on Twitter detailing a number of characteristics associated with Hedera, which could be indicative of Hedera being the platform of choice for development surrounding DLT. I will link the thread in the description below. The thread initially detailed the links Hedera has with a number of financial bodies and developments across the world. Examples of financial initiatives Hedera is involved in include CBDC developments, whereby the fintech company MTech, which specializes in developing CBDCs for governments and central banks, actively utilizes the Hedera Consensus Service. MTech leverages the Hedera Consensus Service, namely due to the flexibility, scalability, decentralization and sustainability offered by the platform. The impressive innate qualities associated with Hedera's network will provide a platform for MTech to leverage the fast, fair and secure Hashgraph consensus algorithm aligned with the Hedera network. The joint MTech-Hedera collaboration will see MTech actively leverage Hedera's Hashgraph consensus service for a number of global CBDC initiatives such as stablecoin, digital asset developments and the incorporation of distributed ledger technology more broadly, particularly in Africa and the Caribbean. MTech is actively involved in CBDC developments, most notably with the Ghanaian and Nigerian central banks. In the case of Nigeria, MTech has been tasked to provide the capacity to build CBDCs and also implement MTech's regulatory compliant modern central bank sandbox for the Nigerian central bank. This initiative will see the direct leveraging of Hedera's token and consensus service for regulatory sandboxes in Nigeria and further afield. Upon a successful MTech Modern Central Bank Sandbox initiative, the Nigerian central bank may directly look to implement an MTech-developed CBDC in its payment infrastructure, with Nigeria being the 9th most populated country with a population of approximately amounting to 220 million people. The implementation of a Hedera consensus service into an MTech-developed CBDC framework and open banking infrastructure would be spectacular news for Hedera. In February 2021, the Ghanaian Central Bank developed a direct partnership with MTech to actively look into developing CBDCs for the nation. Further to these developments, MTech has had open discussions with the Federal Reserve and the US House of Representatives in view of CBDC developments in the US. Successful talks between MTech and various bodies within the US government may lead to Hedera's network being utilized in developments surrounding a Federal Reserve CBDC. Another exciting initiative Hedera is involved in regards to finance, includes Hedera's network being utilized in the first global bank-backed stablecoin initiative on a public DLT. The stablecoin initiative involves the development of a proof-of-concept protocol whereby Shinhan Bank will work alongside the South African bank, Standard Bank, in leveraging stablecoins for international remittances. The stablecoin remittance development will see the direct utility of the Hedera network, namely the network's token service and consensus service, to test the issuance and distribution of stablecoins. The Hedera token service will act as a platform to directly mint the stablecoins, and transactions involving the transfer of stablecoins will be verified and recorded through the Hedera consensus service. This stablecoin initiative will lead to the removal of the middleman in remittance payment methods, whereby a payer could send funds to a payee in the form of a won-based stablecoin in the case of South Korea, while removing the need for pre-funding and minimal transaction fees will be incurred to the payer. The development of a stablecoin initiative utilizing the Hedera network could see billions of dollars worth of funds flowing through the DLT platform at a given time. This factor will see the direct leveraging of HBAR tokens, which will act as gas to verify such actions. This will lead to invariable increases in the value of HBAR tokens, especially over the long run. As well as being involved in development surrounding finance, Hedera is actively utilized in a number of supply chain tracking infrastructure. Hedera is partnered with the UAE-based blockchain consultancy firm Deca4. The partnership is expected to help build and support decentralized projects in the Middle East on the Hedera network. One development Deca4 is aligned with includes Deca4 working with the UAE-based diamond retailer Al Nakheel Jewelers, which is set to launch its diamond value chain platform on Hedera, which will provide historical tracking from source to consumer. Deca4's leveraging of the Hedera network in instances of supply chain tracking of diamond offerings adds to a growing list of offerings provided by the Hedera network. The utility of Hedera's token service, namely through NFTs, will provide the potential for the diamond firm to track the distribution of their goods in the supply chain. This factor will aid in improvements in the company's logistics, and in turn practical applications offered by the firm will improve. Furthermore, the NHS is partnered with the Internet of Things provider Everywhere, in providing a network for the storage and distribution of vaccines within the supply chain in the UK. The leveraging of the Hedera network in this instance will lead to the ability to actively secure datasets associated with vaccine storage to a high degree, namely through Hedera's innate capability of inducing asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance. Hedera's asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance is the highest degree of security a distributed consensus system can provide outside of Bitcoin. This factor will make the potential for the successful hacking of vaccine databases associated with the NHS seemingly minute. The leveraging of the Hedera consensus service to actively track and monitor vaccine temperatures has led to stunning results, namely due to the tracking of over 100 million transactions, be it temperature readings or detailing the location of vaccines in the supply chain. Hedera is also involved in identity tracking, be it a platform for COVID passports or being the backbone for nationwide ID infrastructure. Arguably, the most significant partnership and utility of the Hedera network in regards to ID infrastructure includes Hedera being used as the platform of choice for pilot ID infrastructure schemes in Australia, whereby in a joint FTPOS Australian government initiative, digital identity trials were conducted, which saw the accumulation of personal datasets, most notably details aligning with a person's skills and qualifications, including health, aged care, manufacturing, transport, training and education, and all forms of construction, repair and maintenance. This initiative was developed as a means of providing the seamlessness of worker-business interaction. A digital, nationwide ID infrastructure powered by the Hedera network could be enormous for the DLT project. The potential of a nationwide Australian ID infrastructure could see over 25 million individuals across the nation actively using the Hedera network for ID protocols. The logging and verification of ID credentials powered by the public Hedera consensus service will see active increases in the demand and transaction volumes associated with HBAR tokens, namely due to HBAR tokens acting as gas for transaction verification. Increases in the demand for HBAR tokens in this instance could see similar increases in the price of tokens, especially over the long run. The active utility of the Hedera network in ID infrastructure for Australians demonstrates the high degree of trust, security and immutability the Hedera network provides, whereby, due to Hedera being a DLT network, Hedera offers immutability of datasets, thus data logged into the Hedera network cannot be changed. Hedera is also aligned with a number of Metaverse developments across the DLT sphere. The most significant of all these partnerships include Hedera being aligned with and powering the Metaverse and NFT platform Infinity World. The Infinity World Metaverse NFT marketplace works with a number of global brands, most notably Disney, Warner Bros, Amazon, Wayfair and Target. Through the utility of Hedera's DLT network, the Infinity World marketplace is able to create branded NFTs linked to a given brand in an immutable manner. The immutability provided by the Hedera network will lead to improvements in trust between brands and customers in regards to the authenticity of items and NFTs purchased. The successes and developments experienced by Infinity World surrounding NFTs and Metaverse developments has contributed to the offering being set to go public and to be listed on the Nasdaq. With Infinity World set to go public, Infinity World could see itself becoming a cornerstone in developments involving the Metaverse. This factor will be equally exciting for Hedera, namely due to the Infinity World marketplace being built on the Hedera network. Hedera's involvement in a number of global developments could be explained through Hedera's superior innate qualities, which puts it ahead over the majority of DLTs on the marketplace, whereby the Hedera consensus service is able to facilitate the verification of over 10,000 transactions per second, and when sharding measures are induced, transactions per second can reach 500,000 to a million. Hedera's impressive scalability has the capacity to overcome transaction validation associated with the payment processor giants Visa and MasterCard. Hedera also offers blisteringly fast finality of consensus rates of 2 to 3 seconds. The scalability and the rapid ability for transactions to be verified on the Hedera network will provide the potential for users to leverage the network for a potential nationwide ID infrastructure in a seamless manner. Hedera's scalability is coupled with a network offering minimal transaction fees, whereby it costs $0.0001 to verify a transaction via the Hedera consensus service. Furthermore, as mentioned, Hedera's Hashgraph algorithm induces asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance. Asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance will ensure finality of consensus, and in extension, transaction validation will be reached with a 100% probability if an attacker controls less than 1/3 of the voting power. Hedera's asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance offering makes it a standalone project, especially in terms of security amongst DLTs currently on the market. The military-grade security provided by the Hedera network will ensure that datasets stored and verified on the network cannot be stolen or corrupted, thus ensuring immutability and security. The utility of the Hedera network in a countless number of initiatives demonstrates the significant potential the network offers, namely for enterprises around the world. Hedera may become a driving force for enterprise developments in the near and long term, which in turn could lead to Hedera becoming one of few DLT projects which induce significant changes to the world. What are your thoughts on Hedera? Will Hedera be the go-to platform for DLT developments across the world? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.